Yo, what's up guys? JT back here with another video. This is of course Model Railroad in the Southwest, and now what I have here today is the beginning of a brand new video series. Now what this brand new video series is going to entail is I'm going to show you guys how to start from bare foam just like this and turn it into finished scenery just like that over there. So in this first video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to cut foam out and fill in an area just like this. And now I'm also going to show you guys how to cut against really awkward areas just like this one right here. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut that out and glue it in. So I'm going to start by showing you what tools I use. So I use this utility knife right here. This is a DeWalt utility knife. This is a really nice one. It has the blades that you can break off for fresh sharp blades. So I do advise getting one of these. They're just really nice to have. Also, you can use either a pencil or a marker. I just use whichever one works the best. Sometimes the pencil gets into nooks and crannies, and sometimes you just need the marker just for quicker markings. So a lot of people use liquid nails, and liquid nails is perfectly fine. Like, I like to use liquid nails, but sometimes I just like to use this regular Elmer's glue right here. So I'm going to use this to actually glue in the foam here. Now I've been using the Elmer's glue for years, and this stuff dries rock solid. It is not going to come up. You're not going to have any sort of buckling underneath the foam here. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, so let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of newspaper, and I'm going to use this to cut out a template so that I can cut out the right size of piece of foam. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tape down this newspaper so it doesn't move around while I'm trying to cut it out and trace out the shape that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck the newspaper into the crease there, and then I'm going to get a really sharp pencil. I need the edge to be very sharp so that I can trace and cut the newspaper at the same time. You'll see that I'll be able to just take the newspaper off right away, and I don't have to worry about having to cut it later with a pair of scissors. So after you're done cutting out your template, you're going to go ahead and just take it off, and then you're going to transfer it over to another piece of foam board, and you're going to tape it to wherever you want on the foam board so that you can trace it out with a Sharpie, and then you go ahead and cut it with a razor. So it may seem obvious enough, but what you want to use is a really sharp blade because it just makes for easier work, and if you use a dull blade, it's going to snag against the foam board and it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to cut it out. So I'm going to test fit this board to see if it fits before I put any glue down, and it fits really well. As you can see here, it does fit against the woodland scenic riser really well. So next what you're going to put is whatever glue you want to use. I'm using the Elmer's glue here. You can use the liquid nails or whatever you want. But either way, if you use the liquid nails or the Elmer's glue, you want to spread it out evenly so that it adheres properly to both pieces of foam. So go ahead and put in the foam board and put some heavy stuff on top of it to make sure that it adheres well and it's not lifting up from any edges. I'm just using these gallon jugs here of detailing products, and it's going to stick down pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this portion of the layout as well. I'm going to go ahead and tape down the newspaper and use the pencil as some sort of a scribe. And I'm just going to use the pencil to cut the newspaper as I'm drawing out the line for the template. Just like I showed you earlier, once you're done cutting your template out, all you got to do is take it to your piece of foam board, tape it down, and trace it out, and cut it up, and you're ready to go to put it in to make sure it fits right. Even though you use a template to cut the foam board out, it's not going to come out perfect every time. Sometimes you're going to have to go ahead and make cuts and trim the foam board in order for it to fit properly. It's always good to take your time when you're cutting the foam board out, just because you really want to have a really good fit, just so that you don't have to be filling in cracks with spray foam or any other sort of like plaster to fill in the gaps. These pieces of foam board, I just glued them in just with the Elmer's glue, just like I did with the first part of the layout. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you kind of learned how to measure and cut foam board for oddly shaped areas on your layout. So this is going to be the beginning of a new video series called Model Railroad Scenery from Start to Finish. So I'm going to show you guys how I turn this flat foam board into finished scenery. So each video is going to be a step-by-step process on how I do stuff. So the next video is going to be about a retaining wall that I'm going to build from scratch from styrene. So that's what that strip of foam board in the back is there. That's for the backing for the retaining wall. So it's kind of like a spacer to bring it forward from the riser there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, put it in the comment below. So that's pretty much it. Talk to you later. Take care and keep between the rails.